Massaging a man's testicles can be an extremely pleasurable experience, but it can also be uncomfortable or even painful if the massage is performed with inadequate skill and care. And since pleasuring the testicles is such an underused technique in the bedroom, I want to give you all the insights and techniques that you need. So get ready to stroke your men's balls like they've never been stroked before. My name is Helena Lista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And in this video we're talking about all the do's and don'ts of a masterful testicle massage. We all know or have an idea of just how sensitive the testicles are. I mean, we've all probably seen on TV men falling to the ground in absolute agony when their balls are struck with force. And while you'd never want to cause that sort of pain to your partner, it also tells us something else. Testicles are extremely sensitive, which is great news because they can be source of great joy and pleasure for him. But you need to be very, very careful with them and always seek his feedback when touching his ballsack. I think that many women are probably a bit scared of hurting him, so they don't often venture to the scrotum. So the testicles become typically overlooked in any sort of erotic play. But they shouldn't be. As long as you know what to do and you know how to do it, you'll be perfectly fine, and so will he. Plus, massaging his testicles regularly is actually beneficial for his sexual health, whether his partner is massaging him or whether the owner of the balls is massaging them himself. Also, a little note for the ladies, and I'm sure that many of you know this, but I want to mention it just in case. Please don't shame his testicles, regardless of what they look like, the way they hang, their size, shape, color, etc. There isn't much he can do about them, so please always approach them with love and care. And now let's chat about a step-by-step process for an amazing testicle massage. We absolutely need to start here by talking about communication and seeking feedback. Because his balls are so sensitive, you need to work with him and with his sensitivity. Also, remember that his testicles might be more or less sensitive than the testes of your previous lover. So don't assume that you know what you're doing just because you were able to handle your previous lover's ballsack well. So first of all, have a chat with him about it. Does he like his testicles handled and massaged? How does he like them touched? With what pressure? With what sort of touch? Also make sure to check in with him while you're touching him. Is this nice? Would you like it firmer or softer? Are you enjoying it? How can I make it better? And finally, make sure to watch his body language. Is he relaxed, open, and breathing deeply? Or is he pulling away, tensing up, or keeping quiet? The scrotum, the ballsack that contains the testicles, doesn't produce any lubrication, so it might be a good idea to add some. You don't necessarily need it, depending on the way that you massage his testes, but a quality lube can be a nice addition here. Ask him about his favorite lube, and if he doesn't have one, you can experiment with different ones. It's extremely important to start with a very gentle touch. You can always increase the pressure as you keep going, or as he requests it. Be also mindful that while gentle, your touch should also be confident. Too light a stroke can feel ticklish or irritating. So let's have a look at different ways of touching and pleasuring his testicles with your hands. Take the entire scrotum into your hands and just hold it lovingly. Run your hands across the entire scrotum, moving an open palm from his perineum and then across his ballsack up to the base of his penis. Keep going with one hand moving after the other one. Massage each testicle at a time. Take your time, they both deserve your affection. Massage the scrotal skin between the testicles. It's okay to also just massage the skin of the scrotum. There are plenty of nerve endings there too. You can also play with the scrotal sac in other ways. You can gently scratch the skin or even tug on his hair to give him a variety of sensations. Always keep asking for feedback, of course. You can even try squeezing the testicles. Some men really love it and can get very aroused with this one. Pulling the testicles away from his body can also work really well if he enjoys that. The testes move towards his body right before the orgasm, so by moving them down, you can really intensify his climax. You can also tap on his testicles, gently or not so gently, depending on his preferences. Don't forget that you can also pleasure his testes with your tongue and mouth. Oral strokes can be extremely delicious for him, provided that you're happy to offer them. And if you are, here are a few ideas. Use a flat tongue to caress and stroke his scrotum all over. Use the tip of your tongue for a more targeted touch. Lick the seam of his ballsack up and down. Take each testicle into your mouth and suck it gently. Take both testes into your mouth if you can. You can also add some penis massage with your hands while your mouth and tongue are busy with his balls. The testicles can respond really well to some vibrations, so you can grab your favorite vibrator and move it gently all over his scrotum. There are also a few different sex positions that are great for stimulating his balls, like woman on top, reversed cowgirl, doggy, or 69. And whatever you do, always remember that your touch should never be painful. So take plenty of care here and keep asking for feedback. And if you'd like even more powerful tips and techniques for great sex and hot passion in the bedroom, make sure to check out my Tantric Sex for Couples online course. It's a deeply potent and transformative journey that any couple can take together in order to bring much more joy, pleasure, intimacy, and satisfaction into their sex life. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave me a like and a comment below. What do you think about testicle touch, as a man or as a woman? Please also consider supporting my work by buying me a coffee through my Patreon account. You'll find all the links in the description bar below. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.